Somebody just asked me, what is the difference between coaching and therapy? And I'd like to share that answer. As you're aware, I am a trainer of Neuro Linguistic Programming, and we have a coach certification program. And I work as a coach and a therapist utilizing the skills and modality of NLP. Now, there is an interesting question. It's an interesting question. What is the difference between coaching and therapy? I do have an answer. And I also have an interesting answer for you, because with the skills and tools of NLP, you can do both, which kind of upsets the apple cart for some people and concepts. So here it is. We define coaching as a goal-oriented outcome. So if somebody wants to lose weight, start a new job, write a book, complete a project, start something new, buy a home, anything, get a promotion, anything that has a tangible outcome, we would look at that as a coaching side. In the olden days with coaching became a field in the early 1990s. Coach U, or Coach University, was the first training organization that put together coaching training so that people could become a coach. That's just a little history. But in the early days of coaching, it was very much about making plans, keeping clients accountable, motivating, and managing the outcomes. And to some degree, I think that a lot of coaches still do that old style coaching today. So let's talk about therapy. Therapy, we define as anything that is more emotionally or psychologically charged. So there might be a fear of failure, or depression, anxiety, feeling of stuckness, not good enough, a need for perfection, a need to get something right, can't be wrong. I said not good enough, right? Any emotional pattern, anything that's emotionally charged would probably fit into the therapy category. Anything you might go to a traditional coach for, or sorry, a traditional counselor or therapist or psychotherapist or psychologist for, would fit into that category of therapy. So that's a simple answer. Where it gets a little bit more interesting, to me at least, and how I train NLP and train our coaches and therapists and work as a coach and therapist, is that the skills and tools of NLP are very malleable. They allow you as a coach, or if you are looking to work with an NLP coach, to be able to work towards that goal, but also work on any of those emotional barriers, blocks, or interferences. Most traditional coaches are trained about how to create a plan, how to execute the plan, keep their clients on the plan, motivated, accountable, and moving towards the desired outcome. However, if there are emotional blocks or barriers that come up, most coaches are not trained to handle that. In fact, they're taught to refer on. Not a problem. If you don't have the skills to handle something, you should absolutely refer it on to someone who can. My phone rings a lot, or my email bings a lot with questions that say, can I work with you as a coach? My coach can't help me with the emotional stuff going on and has recommended that I find an NLPer. So can I get some therapy from you? And ultimately, I'm doing the exact same thing that their coach is doing, but I have another skill set, another layer of my skills, so that I'm helping creating that plan, that accountability, that motivation to get to their desired state. But when a block, a barrier, a limit, a belief, a concept, an emotion, or whatever pops up, through the skills of NLP, we've got a variety of tools that can help us to challenge, rearrange, reframe, clear patterns, emotions, beliefs, habits, concepts, all that stuff that might be standing in the way. Plus, from a therapeutic perspective, we have the ability to harness great resources and emotions like confidence and self-esteem and self-worth and self-love and determination and resilience and all kinds of other things that from a coaching standpoint are very useful to be able to access and build with our clients. So if that was your question, I hope it has answered the question for you about what is the difference between a coach and a therapist, or coaching and therapy. If you have a question that I can answer, please let me know. I would love to answer it for you. And if you haven't yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do. I'll see you next time.